Munch Brothers.
Welcome to Trappin Ain't Dead. Another day, another dollar. Peep game.
Trippin', drowning, sauce, water, fountain, dog, tank, yeah, never, with all this gas on me, drippin', drowning, sauce, water, fountain, dog, tank, yeah, never, with all this gas on me.
It's your boy Munch. I'm here with Janey. Hollow News. What's good, dog?
Hey, Munch. Shampoo.
see, it's just like she just looked dead at. As soon as I look up, she just looked dead at me.
Nigga, stop looking at me then. I never remember it until you look me in my eyes. But the look in your eye is like always like, don't say it. So that means I have to say it. Munchy poo. Damn, you're making me spill my Hennessy.
Nah, I ain't making you spill.
Don't spend that privilege.
Not that privilege.
Not the privilege.
Do not spill your privilege, okay?
Wait, Munch, we gotta, because she don't already started talking. So we gotta let everybody know who is with us. I am so happy to have my FIU bae. My, I've known you for a long time. I didn't even realize that.
I don't know him for a little minute.
Black Professional Summit Queen, founder, everything herself. Miss Kenasha Paul is with us.
Hey, suck our fat.
Say that shit, girl. That shit sound good. Y'all don't even know she was speaking that Creole to us earlier. And I'm like, girl.
She had me wanting to turn on the zouk and shit. Just I can't do that shit. But I'm gonna try.
What's zouk?
Zouk is like it's one of the forms of music that we
that shit sexy as fuck.
Oh yeah,
zouk, compa. We listen to a lot of the Caribbean stuff, calypso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't be knowing what's from what country. I just be like, it's all just
honestly
Caribbean.
For the most part, it all sounds the same to me sometimes too. Especially when I hear like the sing song parts, I be like, all right, but I started to get it.
You know what I call zouk?
What?
Wyclef music.
No,
you so stupid.
No, and I know it's not
music.
Wyclef. That's actually not his songs don't usually sound like that, but every time it's that one little guitar.
Is that?
Yeah, that I always
make
hear.
you think of Wyclef?
That make me think of Wyclef, and I be like, that's why Wyclef is Zoe, and he ain't Jamaican like everybody thought he was.
Why do you think he was Jamaican?
Cause the Fugees and all that. Yeah, everybody kind of like get it twisted, and I be like, no, he is Zoe, bro.
Oh, I thought Autumn was Haitian.
No.
At one point I did. After I got, I did too. I was like, Lauren Hill ain't Haitian. Somebody told me like, nah, she not.
Yeah.
But okay, off of that, and but no, that's good stuff. That's Miami. That's what
we had an
is.
eventful fucking week, yo.
We have.
The mayor told me he didn't know who the fuck I was. It's all good though.
And I just want to back up a little bit. I want everybody to know that Kenasha is on the show today because she's going to talk to us about the Black Professional Summit. So we're going to get into that. But I want her to do our small talk. She started with us off the air. Yeah, so let's jump into it. You started with the mayor, so let's get into that.
Yeah. So how you feel about that? Cause Kenasha was with us.
Wait, so Munch, get him background. What the fuck happened?
So basically, all right. So we've been talking about Hurricane Irma for the past 2 weeks ever since it happened, right? Mm-hmm. So we went down to the commission on Tuesday night for the budget hearing. So Tuesday night at the budget hearing, there was a lot of conversations around equity and the need for us to be prepared in the event that we have a storm, again. So and then Maria obviously was like in the water. Mm-hmm. So it was like a pertinent conversation to be had because we felt like Miami-Dade County government didn't have a plan whatsoever. Yeah. And the residents, residents and other organizations, small organizations, we really stepped up and said, "Hey, we gonna do it." And I think what was basically misunderstood in the whole conversation was that it wasn't that we wanted to take credit. It was more or less the fact that we expected more support, or more communication between government and people who are on the ground. But it's like a lot of people don't know, like behind the scenes there's so much red tape you got to cut through.
So much, a lot of bureaucracy.
Yeah, a lot of bureaucracy. I heard something about Red Cross, like just for Red Cross to even show up, you got to have all these, like, it's like damn near a stage plot. Like, it's being like for real, because you know, being a technical director, I deal with a lot of artists and entertainment production companies. When they come in, they have what's called a writer.
Yeah.
So it was like looking at it, like when they actually showed the whole, like, and I looked up the whole, you know, specifications for Red Cross to come in and do what they got to do. I'm like, this shit is like a production fucking writer.
Wow.
Like these, like all the specifications. So I'm like, if people have a need, we're paying for convenience for fucking Red Cross, not for these people need.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's become the biggest issue to me, is that in the event of a emergency, we need to be focused on, yo, these people are priority number one, not Red Cross, not my organization, not who's and whoever organization or somebody else that's an individual. And that's what, as you can see, when we was out there, that's what it was about to us.
Yeah.
You know, Kenasha was out there with us. She came through Little Haiti. You know.
Oh, you was volunteering?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, she took a picture of me, and, you know, and she did a nice little caption.
I had to.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Munch, he not the type that's basically showcase, like, when he be doing good work in the community.
True.
And I'm just, like, I've been around so many. I even had a conversation with V.
Yeah.
Like, when I'm around a bunch of helpers, like, you know, I try to make sure that I align myself with other people who care and want to do as much good work as, like, that I feel we should do. And you see a lot of times that people don't even know that these people are existing. And it's like I know, like, me, I'm easy to spot out. Like, shoot, I'm like, you know, the big butt and the smile. Like, you know, you're gonna spot me. So it's
I
like,
had those problems too.
girl, you got all them problems.
Yeah, Janae.
All them problems too.
Janae
So I
got
know. So
Janae got niggas beefing with me. Like,
He's lying.
and I'm like, what the fuck?
I believe
bro?
it. I believe it.
Stop
niggas be
fucking
beefing.
lying to the
Niggas-
podcast.
Okay, people,
be
y'all may
beefing
not
with
know
me,
who
bruh.
Janey is, but Jay stacked. Okay, don't be listening to her.
Nah, Kenasha stacked. You just stacked Haitian black women.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was really important. Yeah, to write it up, just to, like, let people know. Because I think even before that, a lot of people knew y'all were going to do that, but I don't think it resonated with them until they saw, like, the pictures. Because I made sure, like, it got blasted out through the newsletter and through our accounts. And then all you saw, people were like, oh, okay. Oh, how can I help? Can I do this? And I was just like, they've been telling y'all to, like, get ready to help out for this thing before the hurricane came, y'all.
Yeah, now you want to get in.
Yeah, now you want to get in where you fit in. And
Wait, so Munch, what led to the mayor? So from what I heard is he said something to the effect that he ain't know y'all, and how he know that y'all really even fed those many people. And, you know, for the record, y'all fed over 20,000 people for Hurricane Irma relief.
So the whole thing behind that, like, my thing is, I don't expect the mayor to know me. I know your staffer. So I don't care for you not to know me. I mean, I know the people who write the policy for you to go up there and nod your head, yay, nay. That's more important to me. So when the whole rhetoric about
How you felt about him saying that, though?
I really didn't have no way to feel about it, because I'm like, when I pull up to the corner store, I pull up to the trap, my homeboy say, "Yeah, keep your foot on these niggas' neck." You know what I mean? Like,
according to him, people in the streets, we're doing a good job.
Yeah. My homeboys was like, man, we need somebody speaking up for us in the hood. So that's what validates me at the end of the day. Like,
yeah,
my homies, and, like, imagine pulling up to the corner store. Every time you pull up to the corner store, they like, yo, Munch, bro, I seen your shit. I'm like, man, that's good enough for me. That's all I wanted.
Yeah,
and you thought of that, Kenasha?
No, because I thought it was really important. Because even because I was in Little Haiti, so I was, like, you know, doing my little translation for, like, because there was a lot of Haitian families that was out there.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, and I was hearing them, like, they was talking amongst their people, and they were just, like, asking, like, oh, it's like, is this a government doing this? Like, is it a church? Like, that's what the Haitians were saying, like, in Creole. And I was like, no, it's just people who wanted to come out and help. And they're like, and anybody who know how, like, Haitians talk, like, it's like, it's all like it's like low key slickness, but, like, laughter. So it's like, but they were just like, they were like, immediately, like, one guy was saying, like, oh, this is the type of stuff that you should be seeing, like, your church or your government doing, but you got people out here who don't even know us, and they out here doing, like, the Lord's work. And then I was just like, exactly. That's like deep. It was. That's why I was like, you know, more people, like, and they were automatically gonna assume that it was the government that was doing this, that it was other people, like, or even, like, the church. You're not knocking, like, because technically those are the main roles that you think of who are supposed to do these things, right?
Like, but give credit where it's due.
But it's like,
shout out to Miss Jamila too, because she was with us in Little Haiti, and everybody who knows me, when I go somewhere, I got to check in with people.
Yeah.
So
Can't be coming up with it.
yeah. So you seen I had Miss Jamila with me everywhere, and like I've known her since we were kids. Like we were kids. One of my best friends is her daughter. So I was like, nah, bro. Like let me go over here to this house. As soon as I seen when we were pulling up at, I was like, let me go to this house. Let me see if she home, because she 9 times out of 10 home, and let me make sure. You know what I'm saying? Like because she knew everybody. So,
Yeah.
And I know she been doing some community work for a while. So we pulled up, and that's when y'all pulled up, and then I had her come out the house, and she took us all around the neighborhood, man. And yeah, we needed our translators because all I know is Sacafet. I learned more Spanish going through Little Havana than I did Creole going through Little Haiti. But it's all good because I'm still learning. I got somebody teaching me one word a day.
All right.
Yeah.
You Spanish, and that's why you know Spanish.
Nah, I really ain't Spanish. Nah, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I just think that when I was a kid, it was easy for me to pick up
Christopher
on
Columbus was your cousin?
Nah, hell no. I don't know that nigga. I would have left him right out there on that water. Fuck you, mean. Leave him out there, dog.
You silly. Wait, so is that the reason why you and Valencia were on Jill Tracy this past Sunday? Like, what was that?
So
like?
Jill Tracy was like, from what I heard, and just sitting there with her last night, she was like upset than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying about it? And
Shout out Jill.
And you know me, man. I'm usually vibes, so I don't see both sides of everybody. But for her to give us the whole entire show, usually she splits the show.
Yeah, she splits it.
She gave us the whole entire segment to sit up here and talk about this. So
it was an important conversation.
And it was an important conversation.
Did you catch it? Unfortunately, I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I got a good chunk of it. And that was just like, you just hear about, like, people called in, asked their questions about kind of like, from like the mayor's feedback, like the comments that they had made, what the work that they were doing, like what we need to do to like move forward,
and
like
then
this
Brother
conversation.
Albert with the bean pies called in. I was in the back like, bruh, I motherfucking made it. And Brother Albert is saying,
you know who this guy was?
man, bruh, NOY, Brother Albert, NOY, he got the bean pies, okay? If you know anything about Nation of Islam, them bean pies be on deck, okay? And yeah, Brother Albert.
Do they taste good?
I have never had the privilege of having a
we
a
gonna
bean
bring
pie.
some. I'm gonna tell you,
have
man.
you had one before?
You can't have too many back to back because then the taste get to you. But you gotta have one or two good ones, and then you just thug it out.
Is it sweet?
It's like it's a sweet. Yeah, it's sweet.
It's bean. What type of bean?
I think it's red bean.
Yeah, but it's sweet
Red
though.
bean?
It's sweet. It's like
It send you to the bathroom?
nah, bro.
It don't?
Nah.
Because I'm thinking beans.
I feel like you put like brown sugar, maple. I feel like that's how.
And they grind it up like sweet potato?
Man, look, all I know is I ain't had them issues. I would have told y'all, I would have kept it G. I would have kept it G. If I had to take the Browns to the Super Bowl, I would have kept it G.
Oh, that's what that means. That is nasty, but really clever way to put shit in.
Yeah.
Got it. Yes.
Because
Love visual.
The Browns, no disrespect to my homie Duke, you know what I'm saying? Duke Johnson, Cleveland Browns. But at the end of the day, man, Cleveland been trash before that. So, yeah,
Since Jim
take the
Brown.
Browns to Super Bowl,
Oh my gosh.
since Jim
We
Brown
need to talk about the NFL protest.
Yeah, we
I
need to
know.
talk about that.
Let's put that
Let's
on the
talk
list.
let's talk about these players not
talk about
sacrificing
football.
enough. Yeah.
Exactly.
Did the Dolphins take a knee yesterday?
What they did?
Did they?
I don't even know.
I want to say they did. They may have.
You know, I might watch football.
But you know what
I'm
I
not
learned?
watching football either.
But you know what I learned? And I learned more and more about this owner of ours,
He
Stephen
is
Ross.
so woke. He
Yeah,
really
yeah.
is.
Oh, I heard he's like cool beans. You know who told me who works for him now? Our friends, Flight School Preps,
Oh yeah,
former manager. Yeah,
yeah. Shout out my dog Vision.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Vision. We gonna because I don't know if he want everybody to
We
know he
ain't-
worked
we-
for.
yeah, yeah,
So
he
we
need
just
to
gonna
hook-
call him Vision.
Yeah, he need to hook me up, though. Just know I still got your real name saved in my phone. So I'm calling, dog. I'm calling.
No, we do. I think that's a perfect time to segue to that conversation talking about the Browns.
I know, but
And
what
that's
y'all
the
think?
only owner
It's been
that I
on
feel
all
like
the
I can
topics.
believe that he's sincere about it because he stood behind his players the first time.
Yeah, before it got real popular, before
Yeah.
the hype, he wrote
And
he
he
wrote
has-
an editorial and everything about it too.
And he has
That's
a
what's
thing
up.
called the Ross Initiative or something like that. Rise, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Ross Initiative.
like Dolphins Rise,
Yeah.
and it's like for the Dolphins too, because I'm a proud Dolphin. Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from Miami,
My
even though I
mama-
don't follow football.
Yeah, we fuck with home
I gotta
team, but
fuck
we
with
just
home
hate when
team.
they lose.
I know.
We so used to it.
I'm just I know, unfortunately. I'm just ready for them to win, but I want to meet this man, or if I could at least be in the same room with him.
He's really
like he
cool.
seemed like dope as fuck.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
the only reason that I probably want to break my NFL boycott watch TV. I was like, you know what, watching the Dolphins doesn't count. You know?
Cause he with us. You know what I'm
Because he
saying?
with us. Like,
Wait,
you
so
know,
you into football?
I do. I sit there. I used to be on it so much more. Like, I was like, especially like a Dolphin fan, but I feel like over time I don't see how men have all the energy to pay attention to football and all their obligations. I'd be like,
Man,
I don't
look.
even know who the starter is right now.
like I'm gonna keep it G. I ain't really watched ball like that, like football like that, since I started playing. And it's not so much like, oh, you stop playing, you feel.
Oh, you know that's
way.
something to say. Oh, because you ain't making, you don't want to watch it.
Nah, it wasn't that. Because I'm so happy for, like I always tell you, I'm so happy for my dogs that's in the league. Because it's an opportunity that a lot of them, I seen a lot of them boys take their
Like
mom
one
from
in a
the
million.
mud. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And they told us when we was kids that only 3% gonna make it. And when you got 5-6 guys on one team, that's more than 3% that
Yep.
was gonna make it. So we defied the odds, and that's some shorties out the Poker Bean projects in the city. Like I can only be like proud for them boys to make it. Like you look at AB and them boy, he's a top receiver from the crib.
I know
Yeah.
that still blow my mind.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Oh my gosh! Like I went to high school with you, and you're like on Dance with the Stars. What the fuck? First you'd be proud, then you'd be like, "What the fuck did I do wrong in my life?"
Yeah. I thought I was the only one. Okay, I ain't by myself. Fuck
No,
it.
you're never.
I'd be happy, but it's not like a jealousy thing. It's just like it be motivation
It
too. It be
almost
like
checks
get
you.
your
It
shit
just
together.
regulates your clock. Like you sit
Be
there,
like,
just be
no
like,
ex-
I like
no
that.
excuses.
It just regulates your clock. Like you just sit there, fine tune yourself, realize if you want par.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like
I'm all for them taking a knee. I felt like I saw some people say that, oh, it took for Donald Trump to call y'all sons of bitches for y'all to take a knee.
And that's why I thought it wasn't really that they were protesting police brutality. It was
were
that
protesting
they were
Trump.
protesting Trump.
Yeah.
And that's not what Kate was doing it for.
At all.
And that's why I felt like that's why I made my post today about like, I felt like y'all niggas not willing to sacrifice nothing. And I said this last night on Hot Talk. It's just like when you talk about protests, like my boy was willing to say, fuck it, bruh, I don't need this shit. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of them was ready to fold. And I don't know. I just don't I'm not gonna say I didn't respect the move at all, but I have a problem with football players always trying to play it safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like y'all gotta understand, like we know Kaepernick's gonna be the sacrificial lamb. We knew that off top. But at the
And
end
he
of the
knew
day,
that. He decided to take that L too.
and he decided to take that L. But my whole thing is that like people like Anquan Bolden, those are the steps you're supposed to make. Like, look, if you old and you out and you got a chance to be out the league, all right, stack your coins. People like Marshawn Lynch, like he took his meal. He had his meal, bro. He been giving back to the hood. That's what he's supposed to do. So now my thing is, are y'all gonna do the right thing with your money now? Because really, it's about redirecting your bread.
That's what it's all
But
about.
also, to be fair,
Y'all boys get taxed in all 50 states, all 32 states that y'all play in. Put it like that.
For real?
Yeah,
No,
every
they
team
do.
that they play, if they go out of state and they get that money in that state, they got to pay taxes in that state. So, for instance, if the Miami Dolphins is playing out of Florida and they playing in New York, they got to pay New York city tax, state tax, all that when they get it, because that's where they at. It's about where you receive the money.
Oh, I had no idea that's how that worked.
So my thing is, y'all single-handedly add to each part of this, everybody's economy. Period.
Wow.
period.
Period.
Wait, what were you gonna say, Kenasha?
No, I was gonna say that honestly. To be fair, for not necessarily, I understand like how a Marshawn Lynch, how a Colin Kaepernick could sit there and do like understand like it's bigger than the game. Because I think a lot of these football players they don't get the same type of training, the same type of development. Shoot, some of them like all they know is ball. They don't like.
That is true.
It's like you tell them about a 401k, they looking at you like, my man knows that. Like my man over there, he's the one who handles all my books. And
That's
you're just
true.
like, and then you wonder why they get in trouble financially because they can't do it themselves at all. So I think for them, it is a scare tactic because they know that they're blind in like their own life almost.
Yeah, and they
Don't you
don't,
think
and they keep them
salary
sheltered.
too?
Yeah.
Because look, Kaepernick wasn't like the sorry player, and Marshawn Lynch is not a sorry player because I know who
Beast
they are and I don't
mode.
follow.
Yeah.
So their contracts are bigger than somebody who maybe didn't get
You're
drafted.
right.
So it's like,
Or you're
okay,
year to year,
can
you're
I
not
take a
guaranteed.
knee and risk losing my job or being fined? Can I afford that? Because I'm taking care of my whole family.
But that's the whole point. It's a catch-22. But like I've always known, and playing ball growing up, it's always been like, oh, we're supposed to be the leaders of the school. We supposed to be the leaders of this, that, and the third. So we've always been put in these positions. So if a lot of football players didn't always own up to it, but we've always been put in these positions.
That
so
is
for me,
true. That is true.
is if you're one of them people, and that's what it was at Central. Like it was like, no, y'all had to come to Saturday school, Saturday tutoring, simply because y'all a football team, and if y'all show up, the whole school will show up.
True.
So literally I would show up every Saturday, and because I was there, it was 9th graders, 10th graders, like Munch was there, yo. You know what I mean? And they looked up, and I peeped that at a young age. But a lot of my friends, they was like, man, fuck this shit. Like after the season was over, you seen like they was like, oh, we ain't binded to this shit, we ain't coming. You know what I mean? So it takes me back to that time where I'm just like, being a leader or playing ball or any one of those things, like y'all gotta. I would expect more out of these players, but the fact that they bang their heads up against the wall like crash test dummies, like I understand all of us ain't got the same amount of sense.
Showing up, don't showing up.
They banging their heads against the wall.
Yeah.
You just be like, yes, boy.
Some and like it's cats that literally like all they know. Like I remember when I was a kid, I had anger issues. I had a lot of shit I was dealing with my family and shit. So I was focused on like I was playing ball to get rid of that shit. Like the ease that shit a little bit. When I had to go back home, all right, I'm too tired to argue with motherfuckers. I'm too tired to even fight with a person. So that's what I was dealing with. And a lot of these kids deal with that. So they so jaded by these problems that they don't even realize some of us internalize them, and some of us try to do better when we go to school and say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back. Like a Devontae Freeman who, you know what I'm saying, he comes back, he gives back to the park every year. Because he understands, like, yo, but you got to be groomed in that. You got to understand, at Liberty City, we was groomed in that. Like, you got to come back to the hood. Like, Coach Sam preached that to us. Like, if you make it to the league, my nigga, come back. It ain't but it's not, it's not engraved. It's not ingrained in some kids like that. Like,
because they didn't get the leadership. Because you had some of these coaches, like they.
Some of the coaches full of shit too.
Yeah.
But
all they was doing was betting on the Jets and taking that cash.
Well, I guess we all just discussed that it's levels to it. So why we know some people engage and some people don't. But to switch gears just a little bit, still talking about football. There was a local high school football game this past I think Friday or Saturday, and every high school football team has a band, and every band has a dance team. And I'm gonna fucking go there. And it's my alma mater. So Miami Northwestern.
Shout out to the Bulls.
Yeah, blue and gold Bulls. I'm still a Chief at heart too. So
I was just about to say, how the fuck you gonna claim two schools?
I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth, but
you gonna be back and forth with the two rivals.
Which one got your degree on it?
Northwestern.
All right now.
That's what Northwestern Bulls say. They don't care. They be like, you could have been there 5 minutes. You still a Bull. But yeah. So
I was there for 2 weeks.
So let me set this up though for the people who listening who don't know. If you listen outside of the state or the county or whatever. So Northwestern had a football game, and they dancers had on a very sexy, in my opinion, uniform. Munch don't feel that way.
Shit, I ain't looking at no little girls like that.
Okay, so go to my Facebook page.
Don't be trying to say I feel that way. You gonna get me as no pedophile. Fuck wrong with you? Dude.
You could go to my Facebook page. I posted it. You could go to BET or the Shade Room because it did make it there. This story has gone.
It hit national.
Legs.
Damn,
so
man.
Look at Miami Northwestern. Or go to Tracy Young.
Can't tell no black stories, but y'all ass can show some shit from what happened in Miami. That's how you know it's a spotlight on us.
Yeah, but
they find us.
I mean, we could go about the publicity, good and bad. We could talk about that too. But so the uniform is blue and black, and it's like a little, of course, like, and then the bottom that kind of got people talking was it's a garter, like what women wear, like to attach their lingerie, their stockings to their lingerie panties.
Yeah.
They're wearing that, and these are minors, and it looks very sexy. For me personally, the uniform would have been okay without the garter on it, without the straps on the thighs. I was like, that made it go from uniform to burlesque dancer
and lingerie.
Yeah, and it's like, and I was just talking to Kenasha before we started. We were like, it's not like just the one that one item is what women wear before they get fucked. So it's like, do you want your daughter to be looked at that way?
A room like thousands of people too, and now I got legs, so now it's millions of people.
And and people's like, oh, them babies. Yeah, they minors. They're minors. They're not 18, but they ain't shaped like babies. So it's like they shaped like grown ass women, bodies like me and Kenasha, and they and then the dance that they were showing, it was like they were coming in all sexy and everything. So it just made it that much more like, oh gosh, what's going on?
Yeah, I can see like. And I see both sides. I guess it's like, like putting the legal hat on, being able to see both sides of the spectrum.
What you thought about it?
It's like, it was okay. So I saw the first two outfits, and I was like, "All right, that's cute."
Me too.
Then I saw this one. I was like, "I kid you not, I did not know it was the same dance group. I really thought it was like an HBCU dancing. I thought it was. I was like, oh, okay.
They look like women
because they look real grown. And I just thought and I looked at the comments because I love comment creeping.
Oh, yeah, I'm a comment creeper too.
So it's like I was looking at the comments, and I was just like, dang, like. It was just so interesting, the perspectives. Like, it's men. You have men who are going to bat for these women. Like, this was
for real. Which comments you was under?
Like,
because my post,
there was a group.
I'm only going to bat because I know the leader. But other than that, go ahead.
No, it was. I think because it was a local. I think I was like, it was somebody I knew had posted. I don't know how it made it to my timeline. I think it was like a FAMU South Florida thing. I didn't even go to FAM, but I guess I know everybody who do. So it's like, and they were like, you saw men who were like actually kind of going to bat, like, oh look, they're just babies. It's just like da da. Then you had some women who were like, oh, like. Oh, it's all right. It was like, it's like, I may not have done it, but it's like, you know what you're getting. It was just very shocking to kind of see the perspective.
That's interesting. Most of the comments, of course, you had the ones that were like, whatever, it's art or these kids or something. This what the kids do nowadays. So why y'all so shocked? Or, Miss Young, that Young Byron, whatever her name, Byron Young.
Tracy Young Byron.
I'm
going to be the first one to be like, look, bruh. I mean, and I'm biased. I'm not even finna sit up here and act like I'm not. You know what I mean? Because I've known Tracy Young Byron for a very long time.
She dresses very artistic and very eccentric.
And the thing is, what I've known that she's, from my experience, she's always taught women how to, on the self-esteem tip. You know what I mean?
She has.
She's big on that. And I see Janey rolling eyes over there. But like when it comes to like, she's like how to be a woman, how to carry yourself. Like she always
is all about that. She's
all about that. And she would jump. Yeah, she's all about that. And I don't want to take nothing away. I want that to be like, because I see that being overshadowed a lot.
But the thing is though, her problem is like, and I tell a lot of people, like, you might have a point. You might have a good valid point about why you're trying to break the mold, but you have to understand that you still
society.
You're still a citizen, part of the society.
Dade County Schools teacher, and this is Dade County Schools.
Yeah, and you got to realize that you're still part of the society hasn't caught up to your thinking. Yeah. And it's not saying that you have to sit there and conform to society, but you got to realize that there's a timeline to these things. Yeah, and and maybe today is not the day that people want high schoolers to dress like that.
Well, do we ever want high schoolers to dress like that?
I personally don't think. I think, but then again, it's like if it was a school play, would we say something different? Like if it was part of a theatrical show, and then that was like the part of like the script, will we think differently? Maybe it's time and place.
High school play would have a burlesque dancer.
What are they doing in the remake of Chicago?
That's true.
But I'm always, because my girl is in fashion, so I always have to go ask her questions and shit. Because she knows the historical context of garters and shit. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to know, and I'm over here Googling and shit, and I'm asking her. But, it's a lot of different, a lot of shit that, like you saying about society, a lot of it. Over time, it's been known to be useful for different things. I've read things that say, "Oh, it was used to hold up stockings and socks from back in the day."
And it was slip.
And because it was slip. So my thing is like you said, going back to society. Society thinks that now that that's the only thing. Because when I see it, I'm like, shit, boy, that just mean, boy, it's game time. Let go.
But see, that's the thing.
And I like I say, I can see both sides because I know, we don't talk about pedophilia and rape culture in the black community. We don't talk about that type of shit. And that shit comes early, Unc be in the crib looking at his niece, because she walking around in some fucking shorts.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and then you like, well, she shouldn't be walking around trying to look like no grown ass little woman. It's like,
she's in the house.
Yeah, nigga, she in the house, and you shouldn't be acting like everything that you see with ass and titties you gotta fuck. Like,
that's true, and that's another
that's another conversation.
Yeah, no, that's some points people made. Like, just be their kids, so why are you looking at them in that light anyway? So you have a problem if you see them that way.
But the thing is, that's how it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, and I seen homies take it out and then take it out on the little girls and say, oh well, they gonna be hoes anyways. yeah. because they looking at what school they go to.
I didn't mean to get
all
out of
that.
That's
you know,
true.
but and that's the thing, like, and that's why we had this show was this. Let's talk about it, because
let's be real.
So many times, you know, I always try to make it a thing. Like, there's a difference, and I tell all my little homeboys, look, it's the difference between nature, consciousness, and society. Nature, I learned that from DC,
that's
right?
dope.
And brother, I seen. So I tell them all the time that nature is your reality. Consciousness is what's in your mind, and society is other people's opinion. So you gotta know.
Good,
you gotta
you
always
better preach that shit.
So you gotta always know.
On a shirt.
Yeah, literally, and that's what I learned from the elders. I swear to God, I got this from DC and Asim,
Shout out
I
to
am,
DC.
and all them. So, brother Asim, yeah. So I tell people all the time that when I learned that, I say, you know, that's so right, because kids wouldn't get in the situations they get in if they understand where they are in that present time, in that spectrum. So, you know, a kid sitting up there saying, man, most problems is started by what? Society.
Yeah.
Right? Most times niggas get in a fight, they got real pressure. Reality is they got real pressure between one another. But in consciousness, in their mind, both of their minds, he like, bro, I ain't hitting this nigga till he hit me, because I know I'm gonna get suspended.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I don't want to get suspended either way, not knowing, bitch, you gonna get suspended regardless. Both of y'all got in a fight.
Yeah.
And then society, that's why the society, and then what makes them really fight is society crowding around that big ass circle.
Pressure, and
the pressure, the peer pressure from your homegirl, like, man, you better split that hoe. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, or your homeboy, like, man, fuck that nigga, bro. Like, piss ass nigga. Yeah, so you got society issues, and I think a lot of times that's one of the things that helped me. And I always realized, like, bruh, I'm not you not me. I'm not no motherfucking gangster. I'm a nigga who handle his business, but I ain't no gangster. So if you ain't got no pressure with me, I'm sitting my ass the fuck down. Your problem is your problem, my nigga. Like, we clicked up and loyalty is real, but we gonna get this one-on-one today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool with this nigga over here. I really ain't got no pressure with him, but on principle, if he jump in, I'm gonna have to split him. You know what I mean? And that's
what's going on with these uniforms?
No, I'm just saying that's just the whole thing. I think of that when I'm saying nature, consciousness, and society. It's just like we have to be like, okay, reality is these kids.
Yeah.
You feel me? They have to embrace like I see them as young women growing up. Like they're growing up, so they have to learn how to balance. You know, especially now when you can buy, you know, outfits all Fashion Nova and look like the shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's the same
Instagram
thing.
Model,
yeah, you could be a straight Instagram model, you know, after high school. You feel me?
Shit,
you can do it now.
17, 16.
Yeah.
Who had like that lingerie part that she put all on social media and like all out, and then I think one entertainer was caught in her DMs, and she was 16.
Oh,
But
you talking about
grown.
the game? You talking about the game?
It was the game.
It was the
And I
game.
like, but she looked at grown. Like, honestly,
So he ain't know that she was 16.
Nah.
No, but she looked grown.
And so that's the thing. So that's one thing for her to like. We all know kids do things. I wore low cut tops, titties out, shit when I went to parties and stuff. That's me sneaking out the house and my mama ain't seen what I got on.
See?
It's another thing for me as an adult to bring this to you and say, "Put this on, girl. You gonna be cute." Like I just think there's a difference.
Like,
and
she felt like she should have protected them more from that, because it's like that's the only thing I feel like is the balance. It's like, I get it. Yes, they are minors. They are young girls.
Yeah, it is
it's like,
artsy.
it's art.
Yeah.
It is dance. But and I get the onus that a lot of times we can't put the pressure on women to sit there and like modify men's behaviors by us modifying.
Yeah.
But we have to recognize at the end of the day, some people are built this way. It's nature. Like they're like you see, if you see something that arouses you, gonna respond.
You said the key word women. So here's the thing: we didn't have a problem when we thought it was college kids. You remember? Like
because we thought there was an age appropriateness to
but
it.
when we see it's a 15, 16, 17-year-old, it's like, oh shit.
Come on, like, you know.
And let's have a conversation. And I may get some slack for this.
Don't act like y'all.
Do we feel like because
hey,
it's the
come on, man. I
neighborhood?
know the Diamond Dancers, the Golden Girls, the Starlights. Don't make me start calling that shit out.
Okay, they did, and here's the thing. My cousin made a post. She was like,
Hey, all I'm saying is Carol City, the zoo. We
ain't had no fucking lace on. I ain't never seen that.
I ain't seen no
but
lace.
I've seen scantily clad stuff. They all wear the little booty
all
shorts.
wore
They
scantily
do. They
clad.
all wear the
I'm
booty
saying
shorts.
is, Y'all trying to dress these motherfuckers up like they ain't fucking. Nah, man.
And they already do it already. Don't do this to them.
But here's the
I'm
thing.
fucking around,
It's
man.
one thing for them
That's
to be
irrelevant, though.
fucking. It's another thing for you to be promoting
Promoting it.
promoting
At
it,
some
yeah.
that we want
level,
you to look
gotta
super
protect
sexy.
them.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Munch, Young Byron Young, whatever her name, I can't get it right. Tracy
Young Byron.
we know you biased. Take that out the equation. Can your daughter wear that outfit as a diamond or golden girl?
Yeah.
Your daughter can wear that outfit.
Yeah. Cause she know, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna give it a game before that shit even go down. Like,
So you okay with your daughter wearing this?
bruh, when I looked at it, and this is me.
The man saying this, y'all.
Look,
That's what I said.
look.
Kenasha, can your daughter wear that
Honestly, probably she could. Like, and
with the garter?
I feel like the garter is what took it over a notch. I really was like, dang it, you had to pull up the pull up.
You feel me?
Like,
With the garter, Munch, the garter.
But
but I just
that's
feel like
me
there's
understanding.
different places and times for art. Like, I feel like because a dancer,
As a diamond dancer in the football game, can your daughter wear that?
I guess it's just because it was the football. I feel like to be at a park like that just felt so. I feel like that's the context. That's all I kept thinking about.
Is that
like
trash pile?
No, even worse.
Yeah.
People shoot up trash
I
pile.
know.
Like,
How she gonna post around with her stockings slipping?
Don't act like
That's the last time I've been to trash pile. That shit got shot up.
Don't act like they don't shoot up goddamn Hialeah either. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure our stories get told
Hey,
equally.
let
damn it.
everybody be balanced.
Let it
We
be
all
balanced.
know. With some
But no,
Spanish
I
white
honestly, I think that's the thing. I was like, I'm like, that's why I said if it was at a play,
Yeah,
if it was in
remake of Chicago.
a remake of Chicago, it's a concert. It's like
It's in that context.
yeah, it's in that context. But it's like you see it and like it's in a park.
And the type of people who gonna come see a Chicago high school play aren't the same people that's gonna be at a high school football game. For me, my daughter couldn't wear it because I wouldn't want a man thinking he could come up to her and thinking it's okay. She's not saying that she's wrong for him coming in and violating her. I just don't want to invite that type of energy into her life.
I think that's the biggest thing. So my girl just texted me and I just wanted to read it off because it was kind of crazy because
Okay.
she's like a big fashionista. Like she got a degree in this shit and I just be like listen to her all the time because it'd be interesting.
So what she said, Munch?
So she said garter belts came in around the late 1800s.
Oh damn, she for real about her shit.
They were used to hold up women's stockings so they would not roll down, as elastic was not used until the mid 1900s. Anyone who wore stockings, including women, men, and children, wore garters.
Outside of their clothes or under their clothes?
Now look,
You know, it was inside
You know it was
of their
inside.
clothes.
Yeah, come on.
So that's why I
Okay.
say to
This
see
a
it
dick
outside
side,
makes
yeah.
it problematic. I honestly,
And
that
that's-
was
and
my
that's
biggest
what
issue. All I kept thinking about was
Yeah.
like, is Trash Power Park that they were out like that? Like just paraded?
And I'm
Yeah.
like, all the I mean,
all them boys. I'm like, it's the West, boy.
The
You gotta
hood,
you gotta know.
yeah.
It's gonna be a few hood niggas up there with that cooler.
And it's
Yeah.
just like,
A
because
few old heads up there with the cooler, like, hey.
just
That's
after
nasty.
the game.
Hey.
okay, so here's the thing. Miss Tracy, she posted a picture with the parents and said, thank you for supporting me and everything like this. So I have the question, and I may get some slack for this. Do y'all feel like because of the area these people may be from, I mean, although
I'm from the
West is
city, so let's
transient,
talk about it.
And it's and they may be in payback, so they may not be, from the area. But do you guys feel like hood or inner city people may have different type of things that they
Cultural
a
palates.
threshold.
they may have a different threshold than somebody from a
think
different
so.
area. Let's just say
I'm not gonna sit
Miramar,
up here and
Miami
act
Gardens,
like, and act like
Pines.
little girls at 5 years old don't have full fucking heads of weave in their head. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and act like that. But
Or they have little shorts on. They be kind of
Yeah.
stanky too. with
yeah.
little
So
stanky
I mean, but
outfits.
I'm not gonna credit that to my whole neighborhood, my whole block. You know what I mean? So
It is a culture.
It is
At the
a
end,
culture
it is
thing.
like, it
like
forms
it's
like
an
a
overly
cultural
sexual
norm.
culture to me. Like,
But
like
I
a
personally,
fast.
all right. So if you want to put it in that context, I just think that comes with a lack. That comes. It's synonymous with a lack of education. That's
because
just
it'd be
me.
like, oh, she cute, she looks sexy. Look at her, look at Nene. She got her booty out, y'all. She getting thick, y'all. Look
Or
at
when
her.
you
That's
see
my
things cute
daughter.
when you see little kids cuss.
That's the whole thing. That's what I go back to. I say lack of education because I feel like everybody who I've come in contact with, who I know, it's more or less like not saying they stupid, they ain't got no sense at all, but it's just saying like damn, highest education they got is high school diploma. They still trying to stunt for the gram still.
Yeah, like
and I look at it critically
their
because I look at
experiences, their
myself too. You know what I'm saying?
exposures,
So
No, because that's usually what happens. Because we ought to be balanced. I've seen other cultures like have like their form of ghetto or like like hood,
Chonga.
like
Chonga
like
and Chico,
like even in Spanish culture. I went to South Miami Senior High. You see it with like they had the lips, like
they got the lips, they got the goals, they got
big bamboo earrings. And I'm pretty sure there's
And they be dressing sexy too.
and very very tight.
But they
like
be
a pants.
sneaking it out of their house though. That's another thing though. They mama ain't
even
allow
if
it.
they do, or there's sometimes you'll have the parents who will be okay with it because they mom come out dressed like that.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
they
it's
be in
like
heels at
Shout
10
out
years
to the
old.
Chongas.
Yeah.
so it's just like but I think what makes it, I think for us what makes it a little bit harder is like you never see the evolution. I feel like other cultures eventually there's an evolution to that.
of it, yeah.
Like you see that eventually when they get to a certain age they put
stop fucking
childish
with
ways
that, yeah.
behind,
That is true.
and then they grow up
That
and then they
is
go
true,
get they
Kenasha.
hustle.
Speak that shit.
But then we just be like stuck. And then so you see like 80-year-old people still dressing like that. Or
Yeah,
you see,
you like, well, damn.
and I'm just like, when do you retire this?
Yeah, that I like that. You say we don't see the evolution. I mean, so I guess me and Kenasha kind of like, nah. I was okay without the garters. It would have been okay for me, but the garters just made it sexual.
She also said that they were viewed as sexual because they were considered underwear. A lot of early porn showed
Exactly.
women wearing. She
So
said,
that's- so
hold
my
on,
thing-
my phone about to. I gotta hold on. Let me finish it real quick. Showed women wearing garter belts as part of their costume, so I understand where she's coming from. Yeah, she agreeing with you.
That's the thing. So it's not even the fact that we understood because the picture came out. What inspired it? It was somebody from Mortal Kombat. Even though that was still kind of sexual too. But I get what you were trying to do. But the thing is, we all know we're visual. Most of us, all us in here, we understand media and pictures. If I always see this with certain things, I'm going to group it together. So it's like, why? If a man is used to seeing a woman about to get fucked wearing that, and that's what they see it as, because what you said, it's party time, Mr. Nasty time. That's what
I said that. Damn. Yeah.
So you don't want to group it together like that, and that's all. That's all the issue of.
Yeah.
But wait.
I'm with you. I like when I first seen it, like I just said, like when I first seen it, it didn't strike me as like, okay. But when I went to the comment section and I'm like, but it's the garter. It's just the garter. And I looked at it again and I was like, okay.
I think
You know
because
what I mean?
everybody respects Miss Tracy, and because of what she does, I think that's the people supporting her is like, but you know her personally, or you know what she's
But
doing.
if it wasn't
to change
Tracy,
these
would
women's lives.
the conversation be different? Because I
we
feel
know
like
she's
I was kind
awesome.
of biased. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, I know how Tracy operates. Like, Tracy
Exactly.
cares.
We've seen the show and how much she cared for
loves
those
them
kids. Yeah.
And so it's like, dang. So, but what if it was another person?
I seen her.
Random that we
I
ain't
seen
know,
her
we'd
in the
have been-
early days. You know what
We
I'm saying?
crucified that lady.
Like early days. You know what I mean?
But that's why context is
So that's
everything.
why I think
Yeah.
that and that's why I had to make it known. I had to issue my disclaimer. Like, look, I'm gonna be biased. like my sister and her are like best friends. So for me to sit up here and act like,
Maybe we should have her on the show, Munch.
Yeah,
Let
yeah,
her
we
give her
yeah,
like
feedback
have
on
her
it.
say her piece.
Yeah.
Why she chose what she chose.
Tracy, if you
fair.
here, if you listening, dog,
Let's tag her in it. Tracy,
we gonna tag you.
Super black girl.
Super black girl. You know what I mean?
Switching gears a little bit, still in high school a little bit. We can talk on this briefly. Boyd Anderson, class of 07, was planning their reunion.
Ran off on the plug twice.
According
That
to
is
the
a-
group, about 100 times because she took the people money. And then shortly after, she opened a hair boutique, but she said the money was stolen and she had a police report.
Man, she ran
But
off on the plug.
People
Fuck
called
all
the venue that they were supposed to have the event at, and they said nothing was never even scheduled to be there. So I think she stole people money.
Ran off on the plug twice.
Well, I think that's why people don't trust giving to black people, because shit like that happen.
No,
That's the exact reason. That's the exact reason.
True, you always got somebody scamming somebody.
But that's not to say like I don't really want to talk about it, but I got a family member that's caught up in a Ponzi scheme right now. And literally he just did time. You know,
Trappin ain't dead.
He's still doing his time for it, and I don't really want to speak on it. But you know, the dude who really set him up, he's still gone, and he ain't black.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But who gonna go down as the fall guy?
Yeah, like
To all those black people.
Like all the drug dealers.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to say drug dealers don't even got passports, but they all went to jail for dope dealing. So how the drugs got into the community?
That is so
You
true.
know what I'm
Because we
saying?
ain't got no fields in the hood to grow no fucking what is
Crack
it, the
No
coca?
fields, no
Any of
fields,
them.
no coca leaves, no
Opiates,
poppy,
any of that.
Yeah.
no
So
poppy
you-
seeds, no none of that.
So
But-
where you getting it
but-
from?
No tobacco.
But the drug dealers go to jail. That's why it's like people just gotta be mindful of like, dog, like your lane.
But that's fucked up because you trusting your class reunion person.
I mean, I feel like every school, and
just think of it as a donation at this time. Y'all supported her business ventures.
Yeah.
They
Y'all
come up,
just-
we co-owners. That's
y'all
my shit. I'm gonna go get some hair.
Y'all
Yeah.
better sit it right up the post agreement.
But to be fair, I think every class has that little bit of doubt in their mind when it comes to like giving. Because I know
That is true.
I know it was a lot of chatter about Central, you know, and I can imagine there was some chatter about Carol City. You know what I mean?
But what we did was the first girl who was planning our reunion, class of 06, Carol City. She had some issues with collecting money. I think it was some trust issues there. I think it was planning issues. I don't think it was just totally money. But then when the second group, which I was in, it was 4 of us. So it's 4 people to hold accountable. It seemed like Boy Anderson had 1 person. Like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
why she got all the fucking money?
That's because just think about how it usually runs. It's usually the people who used to be student government who still feel like they want to be in that role, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So for us in our situation, the main person that's planning it was Miss Miami Central.
But
Yeah,
it should be
So-
one person
Yeah.
accountable
Yeah.
for the money though. Like,
So
it should be 2 people.
Yeah. So when even when it's talking about money, if you know, like my thing is we live in a digital age now, so it's like, come on, dog, just put that shit on Cash App or something, and and it's tracked. I need something with a paper trail.
Yeah.
If you can't tell me with a paper trail where it's going, like I throw my money quick, but as long as there's a paper trail to it, and I got some type of way to get a receipt on my
And it's
end without
tough.
asking you.
No, but honestly, it's so detrimental that when stuff like that happens, because then it's like when you know that you are like when you know you're actually trying to raise money to do like
Yeah.
real things, right? Because at the end of the day, I feel like I get the money conversation when it comes to organizations, and then sometimes I don't, because at the end of the day, you gotta realize like these people, you want these people to do all this work and this community work, and not sit there and cover their staff. Like at the end of the day, their staff has to like work on behalf of the community. But then also I get it on the flip side, it's like, well, you want to make sure that you got like people got staff that's not crooked, like they're not out here like the resources, because you know there's organizations
Now
in
look at
South
all
Florida.
the people that gonna have trust issues now that she
I know.
don't dealt with.
It's just like you have so many organizations who just like they've been in the block for years, and you haven't seen the receipts of like anything that they've done or what they're supposed to do.
Man, just in the words of any real nigga who done got fucked over, charge that shit to the game, coach. like, it's either you gonna go patch that shit, you gonna either go in there and fuck up her whole business, fuck yourself up, or you just gonna charge that shit to the game.
Oh goodness.
You feel me? And that's the way I feel about it. Like, you can sit up here and get mad unless you finna go patch her, go catch her. Y'all in Broward. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless my thing
What that
is,
mean?
look, man, I know Boyd Anderson ain't no sucker shit. You feel me? So, as much as, Dade County niggas like to think, oh, we the hardest niggas around. No. Like, y'all, Dade County niggas done got play. Them niggas up in Broward, man, especially like Boyd Anderson area, them boys really about that. So for me, I'm just like, handle your business. You either gonna handle your business or you gonna charge that shit to the game. That's your 2 options. Cause at this point, like, I mean, y'all can go to the court about it, but y'all don't want to put y'all money back up together to go to court. Cause now you can't.
Cause who you gonna trust?
Who you trust? You know what I'm saying?
Trust no one.
You feel
Well,
me?
that's a great segue into talking about a great organization that ain't stealing people money.
You know what I'm saying?
Kenasha is here to talk about the Black Professional Summit.
Woo woo.
Woo! So, Kenasha, tell us about this great organization that is credible and that people can trust.
Yes, you
What
can.
is it?
Yeah. What is it? So I know I can throw my money there.
I know. This is what y'all can throw y'all money into, Boyd Anderson.
Oh, I promise I won't run off on y'all.
Matter of fact, it'll probably help the girl that stole y'all money.
It probably will. We can sit there.
Oh, yeah.
So with the
Professional development.
Professional and personal development. But okay, so I started Black Professional Summit in 2014. And so basically the goal for that organization was just kind of like, I just felt was getting tired. Okay, I look at it as like, when you're the black population that went to school, or you sit there or in your profession, it's like life affects you a little differently. Like you see the struggle of like, because the conversation around black development or black community development is usually always centered around poverty.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then you realize that there's that leaves out a group of people who technically we don't qualify for any of the resources or any of the programs because it's not about us.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want a mentor, you gotta hustle hard for finding you're a mentor. If you want to sit there and like learn, like even get it's like you have to go through all these loops and ladders to like get access. Because like the system, it really ain't set up for you, because it's like, yeah, you got this degree, but you're still black. You remember that, right? Like, so it's almost, so I literally, it's like my last year of law school, I was just like, dang, it's
Then
crazy.
you went to law school?
I
Where?
did. I went to Nova Southeastern University.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it was like my last year of law school. I was looking at like how all of us, like the black people, we practically start from scratch. Like there was other black lawyers, but it's like accessing them, getting the opportunities, getting resources. And so when I was president of the Black Alumni Chapter for FIU, I was told my team, I was like, look, wouldn't it be really great that, we came together, shared all these, we're all from different industries.
I didn't know we had a Black Alumni Chapter.
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's like we probably only show up during homecoming. That's probably what it is. But it's like we just decided to come together, and then we're like, okay, we want to share, we want to pass this knowledge down, and like, close the achievement gap and be able to provide provide a platform to people who have made gains in their profession to come back and share that information. And then for the people who truly want to like improve like their lives and really kind of like go over the hump, because I feel like when you graduate, you go through that 5-year haze of like not knowing what's next. Hello. And then if you're a first generation person who went to college, and most of us are, if your family is also an immigrant, which most of people are, like there's things that you literally are navigating through life by yourself,
because you have no person like as a reference to be like, hey Ma, can you help me talk to my senior vice president? What? Can you help me buy? It's like, it is even like, can you help me do a resume? Can you help me negotiate my salary? Can you help me do conflict resolution? There's so many things that like we overlook that we need, because it's like we're always talking about like us just getting like the bare minimum, but some of us are past that phase now, right? So that's not the conversation that we need. We need another type of development. Now we need to figure out like, hey, when I climb up in the corporate ladder, like how do I stay there? How when I want to create a business, how do I become a better leader so that I can actually have employees? Because I feel like the conversation now also is about entrepreneurships, but it's like people have been solo entrepreneurs forever. Like you in a business till you got employees. So it's like,
yeah. Don't talk. Hey, it ain't been easy, but when you got, I ain't got employees, but I got subcontractors, man. It ain't easy.
I call you a freelancer if you don't got no
even then it's like you still got to like learn that.
My whole thing is I ain't trying to incur that expense, man. I ain't got time to pay for your Medicaid and all that. Like
even then, no, but I still think that you have a business, if you have subcontractors, I think at the end of the day, you need to learn how to manage people. Like if all you're managing is yourself, right? And there's no business school don't teach you that. So like for people, So it's like, and usually it's people who are first, second generation. Like they have people who in the family who ran businesses, long-term businesses, who can teach you. You can, or you have friends who have businesses that they can chill at the country club and help you talk about how to like handle these mergers and acquisitions and how to close out on these deals. So basically, that's really what I created Black Professional Summit. It's just kind of be able to be in that space for like, you know, emerging professionals, for us to get the conversations and the topics that are really going to push our needs forward. And
it's an event. So
first is the conference. So we started off with the conference, which was in 2014, and it happens every year. This year is going to be October 14th at the FIU Ross and Cal Colvin Center.
Nice.
From 8 to 4 p.m.
In North Miami, right?
In North Miami. So you can check out all the information and lineup of speakers at bpsummit.org.
We're going to put you all in the tag.
And then last year, I started the Black Professionals Network to expound on the vision of BP Summit. So where now we have about like 10 to 12 programs that focus on financial literacy, housing, office politics, also philanthropy, giving back, and then we have a heads up program that's supposed to and a mentorship program called the 18 that's about to roll out too. So like 19, we just been.
Damn, you run all this?
Yeah, just grinding.
You do this full time?
No, I'm done with school. Once I finished up with law school, I worked for the school board system. So I was doing that because I thought I was going to do policy. Like everyone thought I was going to litigate. I wasn't. I thought I was going to be in policy and community, like I guess politics for like, that's what I thought that was going to be my trajectory.
That was my plug. That was my little connect at the school board. When I had an issue, my dog say, hey, you probably can't do this, but through policy you can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really important to educate people about the other ways that you can affect change. And then it was just like, I don't know, just God was just telling me like he needed me to do other things, and I felt like I was like,
I don't know. God talked to everybody over there. I don't even want to put y'all little organization out there because I know that y'all trying to keep that low key. So I'm gonna respect that. But it just seemed like all y'all jumped out. It was like,
but you mean the board of BP Summit?
Nah.
I'm talking about the school system.
No, I'm talking about all of them. All they little clique. They got a whole clique. I ain't trying to put out there.
Yeah, I know.
You know, because certain things got to be silent, and you just need them.
I agree.
Go get the bag, B. Go get the bag. So I don't want to put it out there. I just gave her that nod, and she was like, yeah. Like, so it just seems like her. I'm seeing so many different people, and I'm just gonna name names. You know what I'm saying? They're not really connected together, but her, Star X, other guys that y'all were in these corporate positions. Even my friend Everton, he was in these corporate positions, and he's like, everybody just was like, yo. It was like Obama left. Obama's about to be out the door. We need to be out the fucking door too, B.
Yeah, we can't be in government no more with this nonsense.
Yeah,
So we all took our. It's weird. It was like God was like,
everybody had an exit strategy. Everybody's exit strategy was like.
So you do BP Summit full time now?
I do BPN Network full time, but I also have a consulting firm, a business development firm with my partners. So I aid them kind of like doing strategy, marketing, compliance.
Girl,
yeah.
Girl.
So
yeah, Kenasha the shit.
I be sitting there grinding. So when people be sitting there, I'm like, I had to grind. Like I be up like long hours. So I was like, I just can't wait until everything's like fine tuned and I can reveal everything so like everyone can see what's going on. But literally that has been my focus of just like development in that stage. Like there's people, and I appreciate the love and the work that people do for the low income, and then talking about the stuff and the economic and poverty and economic development. But there's a group of us that we don't got nothing. Like,
man, you're right.
We just got nothing. And so that's a space that I wanted to fill. And I think, like, for example, one of the programs that we did that we're actually going to start letting people know about it is our Supply the Closet program. Like, every time when school starts, everybody does all the back to school giveaways for the kids. Yeah. But there was nothing that was done for the teachers. So we put money together and we had them apply, and we provided teachers school supplies, like supplies for their classrooms. Like a lot of people people don't even know
next
that.
Next time y'all do that, make sure y'all tag me in.
I know. I would make sure like we just rolled it out because I was away, so we had rolled out like, all the teachers from Dade and Broward to apply. We were only gonna select one winner, but we ended up doing 2, so we gave them $250 toward each for Amazon to like purchase supplies for their classroom because they go in their pocket, and teachers don't make no money.
Especially this past year, I saw so many teachers like asking for help.
Yes,
to pay for school supplies.
To pay for school because they work in inner city areas, and they're like, yes, you're buying the supplies for the kids, but at the end of the day, these teachers, they got 40, 50 people in their classroom, and it's like you don't get that much supplies to transform your classroom. When you go into those kids' class and you see it all beautiful and decorated, that's a teacher's hard-earned money who did that to teach your child.
Wow.
So it's like we just wanted to make sure that like, and that's just part of what we're trying to do, like fill those gaps in those areas. And like the goal moving forward is just like for any we want to make sure that for Black professionals who are truly motivated and passionate about taking it to the next level in their life and in their career, that there's no real hurdle that is in your way. So whatever it is that we like I know for the team, we've been talking about, like, for example, if you need to go to conferences for your industry, that we could provide stipends or scholarships for you to go.
Is dope.
For you, like if you have a test that you need to take, that you can get stipends and money for you to take those
exams. I'm coming to holler at y'all, boy.
So that's the goal, like we're trying to do, because there's nobody really feeling that area, that need.
How do you fundraise or sustain that? Like, is it grant writing? Is it
It's
dues?
grant writing, it's dues, it's of course, the conference serves as our main fundraiser at the moment. So right now we're just on development stage to kind of drive up the like revenue portion of it. We were fortunate that FIU supports as a sponsor for the conference. Knight Foundation gave us money towards the conference as well.
Go on, girl.
So it's like we've been like hustling, like it's been pushing it hard. It's just now it's like making sure that more people are aware that we even exist, because there's a lot of other Black organizations, and for us, I wanted to make sure that people knew that we're not like a social thing. Like we do event, like we'll do events and socials to get the word out, but our main goal is to make sure that we close the achievement gap and give you the information and know-how to like improve your life.
Man, this is good, and I'm real mad, and I'm sorry that I'm not a member, but I will be joining. And I'm mad. My first time learning about it was last year.
Yeah. So and a lot of people, it's like, because we're a small team, so you it's hard to get the word out all the time. Like I tell the team, like we gotta be better at letting people know what we do, because like people like find out after the fact. Like so now, like we're about to, like in October, we're gonna give all the supplies to all the students. Like the teachers, they finally got all the supplies in, because Hurricane Irma kind of delayed some of that. So then people will be able to do a press release, so people like this is our goal at the end of the day. Like we just want to be able to make sure that y'all taken care of. Like you're not the forgotten like class.
You really do feel that way when you graduate college. Like you said, if you're not poor or super rich, it's like that middle. Who's that support for us?
Yeah, there's nothing. Like you
that's us in this room. That's me, you, and Munch. Like, who do we go to for that support?
You guys do it from scratch. And I was just thinking, like, we have to change that. Like, generational wealth also includes generational knowledge. And so it's like you have to be able to like pass it forward. Yeah. And so I just like, I'm tired of starting from scratch. Like I want somebody who wants to go to law school and maybe not practice. I want them to know that you have a different avenue to do it. Like I want you to be exposed to different like things.
And this is how you do it.
And this is how you do it.
Kenasha, I think, because I was just having a conversation with a mentor, and I kept telling him, I was like, I don't know who to go to talk to about finances or how to move up in my career. Like me and my mom, we can't have that conversation. Me and my dad, I don't know where he is. So we can't have that conversation. Yeah. So it's like, unless you identify a mentor, it's like, where do you go to get these resources? Who do you have these conversations with, so you know how to maneuver this next stage of like Black middle class?
Yeah,
you're emerging or whatever it is.
Because we're one decision away from being poor.
Yeah. And I be inboxing them like, look, bro, I can't be snapping too much longer. This shit gonna run out.
Because you gotta climb up, and you gotta prepare to wait for another young snapper. Like
what I'm saying? Exactly.
And teach them how to do it so that you can move up. Like you see, we have to show us that we can evolve too. Like we're not showing our own Black evolution. Like I tell my team, like I don't want to talk about
Black evolution that you're saying.
Yes, girl. Because I be like, tell the team, I'll be like, I do not want to keep talking about these same problems. Like I had a meeting with Valencia. I was just like, honestly, the next generation, the most problem, they shouldn't be talking. The next conversation shouldn't be be like how to start a business. This like how do I manage 5 offices in like 4 countries?
Come on now.
Like
Let's
that
speak
should
it into the
be
universe.
that should be your next
It
problem.
should be
now.
the next generation's like, because I'm like, but I feel like you said, start a business. It's like, have we not been talking about this for the last 30 years?
Yeah.
Who you telling?
Why
But it's just like now you gotta talk about actual like real like boss
voting
moves,
and
like,
certain things and getting certain jobs or getting a career or starting like it's like why are we still talking about this?
Because we're not applying it. And so like you have like I'll have these things like they're in place, and not even just from my work. I see so many people who like are doing like amazing events and like teaching our people, but people are not tapped in. They're not applying it, and so it's like even for like me, sometimes I like my team knows like I'm being hard. Like if I could, I would make the conference free. But I also know that our community don't always respect things that are free. And then of course it's like to do all of that we need to kind of push the message forward. It does deter some people from attending. But I want people to know like when you're going to attend anything that we do, we're gonna make sure it's valuable. We're gonna make sure we're not wasting your time, we're not wasting your gas. You're either gonna meet somebody, you're gonna connect with something that's gonna make you feel like, okay, I'm not in this by myself.
This is good. How many people are you expecting, or is there like a limit to space? Like, tell us about registration. How do we sign up to come?
So you register at bbsummit.org. It's about, we usually on average we get about 150 to 200 people attend. So that's like a good mix of people that we have come out. Of course, it normally attracts like young emerging professionals, college students, but we actually have a good number of people who are like almost in that age range of like the later 30s and 40s, who they also got no mentorship. Like you're in that middle management area, like you really by yourself.
Yeah,
like you're just like you out there.
Hard out here for
Yes.
a penny.
Wow. So we definitely do got to bridge those gaps.
Yeah, we do.
Are there any auxiliary events, or is it just the summit? Like, do you have a kickoff party? Is there like a brunch? Because I feel like all Black conferences has a Sunday brunch.
We're actually working on our day party with Def Jam. Shout out to Lex Promotions.
Nice. Shout out to Lex.
So we're sitting there getting all the logistics with that. So we'll definitely roll out that to make sure it's dope. And then we're also working with other people because Revolt is also in the
that's
that weekend.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sit there the Jeff Jam party is also gonna be in collaboration with Revolt. So we're working on making sure like we only got a couple weeks, so that's why we like trust me. After this, I'm gonna be like emails and phone galore to kind of get more of the information out. So we're excited. Like at the end of the day, I'm just like happy for people to kind of see, especially our keynotes. Like
tell us about that. Like some of the highlights.
Yeah, our keynotes. We got Nona Jones. She's actually a strategic partner for Facebook Communities. She does her new position. So yes, we're bringing somebody down from Facebook who is gonna basically, her role is about helping communities utilize Facebook platforms to kind of like with their whole new connecting industries and connecting people, making the world feel closer. And then we have Michael Feeney from the Beacon Council, who is going to be the new president for the Beacon Council. And then of course we have our economics of politics panel. That one is always like a key highlight.
My dog V on that panel.
Yeah, V.
Are you on the panel?
Me, no, I open up I introduce myself to the thing, but then I go off and be a worker bee throughout the conference.
Producing it, you gotta make sure everything rolling.
I told myself I am gonna get better about like hosting like actual speaking things where I present like my viewpoints on, especially on professional development. But yeah, so I look forward. But my favorite panel by far is always the economics politics panel. We bring elected officials from Dade and Broward and community advocates to kind of just really hone about why you need to be an informed citizen. Understand that as a Black professional, you are actually like a working class professional, regardless you Black or white or whatever. You're the largest voting bloc. Like even though you talk about millennials, but at the end of the day, working people, like you'll see here celebrities, they'll tell you they didn't even vote. You'll see rich people didn't even vote. They may have paid money and donated, but they didn't cast their ballot. So working professionals are the largest voting bloc. So it's really important as Black people, who we're always used as a pawn during election season, to you have to empower yourself so not to be used. So for us, that is just an opportunity to kind of like keep it real. People ask their questions. The panelists are very candid. It's like Jill Tracy did it last year. She was like, girl, that was like one of the best panels I've ever moderated. Like, and I was like, because we just try to tell people like the process. Like it's not the fluff. We tell you this is, if you really care about doing doing this, you got to join this board. You need to be part of this government. Do you know the difference between a commissioner and a county commissioner? Like, do you even know what municipality you in? Like,
Yeah.
So it just helps people kind of connect the dots.
This is dope. I'm excited. Wait. So what weekend is
October 14th.
October 14th? What time? Like, what's the
From 8 to 4. So it's an all-day thing. There's going to
it's
be
one day
I
or
might
2
be able to
days?
make this one.
Yeah.
Because we got the stage play Mighty Gents opening up on the 11th and through the 29th. So that'll be a good. It does. I know
It's
8
one
to
day?
4.
Yes,
No, it's
one day, and then we're gonna work on the party on Sunday.
Okay, so the
Yeah.
conference is on
The
Saturday.
14th, the Saturday, and the party will be on the 15th, the Sunday. So
I'm gonna be in town.
Okay.
Yes.
Damn, and we are reduced rates is already done passed and gone.
Yeah, what
so
does
y'all
it
gotta
cost for
pay that-
registration?
Y'all gotta pay that tab.
Yeah, that's fine. She need her coin.
We need all the coins. So,
Y'all
so
heard
if you're-
about them stipends, man?
So you see, for students, it's $40. For professionals, it's $75. And then I didn't mention Legacy Lounge. So Legacy Magazine is producing our executive lounge. So it's going to be a panel, like an area just for executives and workshops for people who are a little bit up. Like, 'cause, as emerging professional, you probably, the topics are about like, housing, leadership development, how to negotiate your salary, how to start your business. So it's more like first to 5 year range of kind of the topics, but the executive lounge is for people who have been there past that, and they're looking for like how for sustainable things, like how to grow your business to that next level, how is past your past government contracts, now you're thinking of like expansion. So that's going to be curated in that executive space, and that's $100 10. But I do have
It's
a
real
still
cost-
affordable.
real
It
cost-
is. I
cost
feel like it
efficient,
is. And then Sweet Butter is going to be having also doing the lunch.
What?
Yes, I was like, we got all of it coming out. We're gonna worry. Everyone's gonna see
This is
stuff.
dope.
Sweet butter.
This is dope.
Sweet Butter's gonna be doing the luncheon, so it's
I
like
just got hungry.
I know their food is so good. Shout out to Ernisha,
Arnisha, babe.
Juanita's Kitchen. So yeah, we have. I feel like for overall, we have a good format. It's just letting more people know about it and like seeing what we do.
Well, I really hope that we can help with getting the word out to, our loyal two listeners. No, I'm just saying, thank you, God, for growth.
We got about a good 20.
Thank you
20,
for them.
25,
All
30.
20 of them sign up.
Hey,
I know, right?
But you know what? I'll say this. I know people listen because they always hit me like, Munch, dog. You wild, bro.
It be
That
the
pod-
random one too.
And
You
it be the
like,
random,
when you
like-
hit us up, Kenasha, I'm like, when you said you was, I was like, oh, Kenasha, like you understand when
Yeah,
somebody
we-
say they listening, me and Munch go low key crazy. So
Yeah,
when
we
you
be
told
going
us,
stupid.
I had to send him the screenshot. I was like, y'all, look, dog, listen on the way out of town.
And I didn't even go
Yeah.
that far. I was like, went to Palm Beach, and I was like,
or like I was on the show. I'm on the show with what's her name last night, and she keep plugging Trappin Ain't Dead. I'm like, oh yeah. But ratings about to be up.
I know we need to get because it's important for us to build this audience for people like you.
Yeah.
So we want to be sure that we create a space for, especially us Black millennials, Black South Florida. We want that space, so we're part of that mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Jill and Papa Keith can't be the only ones. It has to be a lot of us being noisy and putting that message out there.
yeah. And then people who like our age who look like us too, like no offense to like Papa Keith and Jill Tracy, they do amazing work and they get the message out. But it's like I think a lot of like what I love about kind of like also your format is like you guys give a perspective that like I feel like this is when I was hearing, I was like, dang, they say stuff that I know I want to say, but I can't because I'm in that space.
And that be the whole point. That's the whole entire point.
I know we want to say what you can't say.
Because it's people who need to hear. Because I think like growing up, at least for me, I always felt like other people was in better situations than me, and I just felt like I was just always at a disadvantage. But not knowing that a lot of times, we come from we got the same situations, we got the same differences, like same problems. So just hearing, and that's why one of the reasons I did it, because I was like, I want people to get out of that mentality of I'm in this shit by myself. I'm the only nigga go through this unique ass problem, and it's like, nah, that ain't really what it is.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta understand. You got some people on the front lines that's in a corporate office. They go through the same shit that you going through sitting unemployed at home.
Exactly. And
You know
who
what
are
I mean?
depressed and who feel all alone, don't know if they got like they gonna see the next day, you know. And
Yeah.
I think it's like, and I love our community. We're very collective, but we're still kind of individual about a lot of stuff. And I feel like for our pain, it's like we're still, when it's pain, when it's white people against us pain, it's like that's when we're together. But when it's like our own personal struggles about like how to really like take it there, we're by ourselves. And then I was just like, because I remember when I told you, I was like, girl, who helps to help us? I was just like,
I know,
like we out here giving everything under the sun, getting criticized because somebody said we didn't do something right, or I wish you said it like this, Kenasha. Like, why didn't you say it like? I was like, excuse me, until you walk into my shoe and have to run what I have to run, or with the experience that I gotta experience, then I will take your penny of criticism to the bank. But since last time I checked, Bank of America don't like my pennies. But like direct deposits only, it will be sitting under my mattress. Thank you.
But I think that's why BP Summit is so needed, and that you're creating that space. Like, who helps the helpers? Because a lot of times, Black working class, they're helping everybody. Yeah. So now you're giving people resources. Before we end, I want to hit you with the 10 words, and then you're gonna give everybody your social media handle so they can follow you.
Okay.
And Munch, you already know what you need to do in that.
What?
You better ask me mine. You never asked me what my social media handles.
Don't act like that, my nigga.
My social media handles are so easy. It's not even funny.
It is. It really is easy to find you. Okay, so the 10 words, the way it work is I'm just going to throw out 10 words that I kind of associate with you or just think about, like, I just came up with them. And you just tell me, it could be words or phrases, like the first thing that pops in your head.
Okay.
Okay? So first word, Haitian culture.
Oh, ça passé.
Okay.
Décoller, manger décoller.
Wait, what that mean?
Hold on.
What's the song like ça passé, na boule, na manger décoller. So it's like
But I love it. I don't know what it means, but I'm about to go.
It's like I'm what's up? I'm hot. I'm about to eat some rice and beans.
That sounds like my Friday night. Okay, word number 2, Black women.
Magical, phenomenal. Even though I know it wasn't one word. But
No. It could be words or phrases.
Okay, so I feel like Black women, definitely the gatekeepers of the Black
Humanity.
community. Gatekeepers of the Black community.
Right.
Black men.
Ooh, man, I love y'all so much.
But y'all be tripping though.
But y'all be tripping though. And I understand why y'all trip, but I feel like it's time to stop the excuses and that to, let the Black woman just love on y'all a little bit more. Okay? Like, she got you. She ain't out here like the wicked white man about to get you when you sleep and when you feel comfortable.
I love that.
Allow yourself to be okay in her presence.
Y'all hear that now? Okay, word number 4, social networking.
Only do it with purpose. So don't be out here just to sit there and like know everyone just cause. Make sure it's impactful and that you can equally bring something to the table that what you're asking for.
Community.
The cornerstone to society at the end of the day is like until you can only go as far as your neighbor.
Social media.
Ooh, the devil's playground.
Damn, no hesitation. Huh?
Okay, word number 7, Black Miami.
Very powerful, has a lot of potential. We just need to realize that we're truly in this together, and we have more in common than we have differences.
Yeah.
Education.
Get it how you can afford it. Success. Make it your own. Make sure that success is on your terms and how you define it, and not what other people think success is for you.
Love it. Last word or phrase, Black Professional Summit.
the most amazing thing that you need to attend on October 14th. You're gonna meet some amazing Black professionals who are doing dope things in like South Florida. And trust me, everybody has a good vibe there. Like, people talk. You ain't got to feel like it's one of those networking things where everybody's just be like, like, you know, people really are in there to, like, you know, push the needle forward.
That's what's up, man. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yay!
I am so happy and proud to have you here, my fellow Golden Panther.
Me too. I'm
Oh
so
my
glad
gosh,
I
this is so dope.
came.
Thank you so much, because we appreciate anybody who want to be on our little podcast. I really do. It means a lot. Kenasha, tell people how they can find you on social media.
Okay, so you can find me on social media at Kenasha. It's Kenasha. That's my handle everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. It's luckily I have a unique name, so I was able to sit there and lock it in.
Lucky you.
Lucky I was able to lock it in. I didn't want nobody to have my name. If you want to follow Black Professionals Network, it's my BP Network, and that's through all the social media platforms too: LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then the conference is BP Summit on Twitter, Instagram, and Black Professional Summit on Facebook.
Nice. Make sure you give us a list of that so we can make sure we
Yeah.
put it all there. Munch, I know what you're doing, but you need to let these people know how they can find you on social media. Stop taking these pictures of me laying down on the couch looking crazy.
Damn, dog. Why
It's the privilege. It's the VSOP.
It's-
No,
yeah, that's
first of all,
right.
shout out to the privilege.
Shout out to the privilege.
Like, Janey done made me a fan of Henny. I didn't think that I liked Henny no more. I was like,
I ain't never like it either until I had that.
Henny is a troublemaker. I was like,
Yeah, that's what when
boy.
you come do our show, we gonna either try to have some food or drink.
Some food to drink. You know what I'm saying? Machiavelli _Munch. That's MAKAVELLI _MUNCH. Follow me, All Like Minds Media. That's ALLLIKEMINDSMEDIA for All Like Minds Media. So yeah, Janey, what's yours?
You asked me. Thank you.
Shade.
she was ready for it too.
8 episodes to get this right. But
Hey. I'm the one. I'm not no goddamn journalist. I'm behind the camera.
I know he totally forget. His mind be way on editing by this point.
You damn right. I be looking like, motherfucker, this shit is 2 hours long.
Y'all can find me on all social media platforms. My personal page is Janey Tate, so you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at JANEYTATE. And then you can follow my blog, Hilo News, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And that's Hilo News, HYLONEWS. So get at us. Munch, take us out. What are we going to do?
Trappin ain't dead.
Oh, Kenasha, take us out.
Oh, yeah. Kenasha, what it is?
Take
Come
us
on.
out.
Suck our fat.
Na voulez, na manger dit
There you go.